Good afternoon. First, I'd like to thank this Committee on Transportation. I'd like to thank Chairman Rodriguez, and I'd like to thank my council member, Daneek Miller. My name is Clyde Vanel. I'm the New York State Assembly member for the 33rd Assembly District. I represent the areas of Cambria Heights, Queens Village, St. Albans, Hollis, Bell Rose, and Floral Park. I'm here in strong support of the Commercial Truck Abuse Act, intros 1010, which increases fines to trucks from $400 to $800 respectively for the first and second violation, and intro 1011, which decreases the parking times for commercial vehicles on the streets. I'm also here because we have a bill in the state that I sponsored, Bill A8363, which also increases the fines. This is simply about environmental justice, wealth protection, the quiet enjoyment of property, and the interference of parking to get to work, school, and the hospital. Southeast Queens and Eastern Queens sit at the feet of one of the busiest airports in the country, JFK. And we host large import-export businesses that distribute food, materials, supplies to local businesses and establishments from around the world. Queens takes pride in the fact that we are able to have such a large impact on the economic growth of the city. Unfortunately, hosting these businesses and the airport has put a strain on our communities. While commercial trucks have a place to pick up and drop off supplies they're delivering, there's no place for them to park. So between overnight stays, they park on residential communities, taking up spaces in front of our houses, not just creating an eyesore, but also an environmental hazard that is troublesome for many families. Southeast Queens is designated as an extreme transit desert from the federal government, where it takes residents an hour and a half to get to Midtown Manhattan by public transportation. That's why many families rely on cars, and many families have multiple cars. Many of them have no other way to get around to drop off their children from school, to run errands, and to get to and from work. Needless to say that this becomes more and more difficult when an 18-wheeler is parked in front of their homes, and truck drivers also leave their trucks on overnight as they sleep in their cars. This continues to be one of the major issues to many of our local offices and to community boards that receive complaints about these trucks parked overnight. These intros will reduce this hazard, and if it becomes a law, truck drivers will think twice before parking on residential streets, and the quality of life of our residents will be enhanced. Thank you.